Yo, this is WSoul13 bringing you Raid Shadow Legends. And today we are going to be talking about Vildrax. Right? So what's up? Are we trying to pull Vildrax or what? Okay. If you are trying to pull Vildrax, they're doing this triple double summon boost thing, which is basically just vanilla 2x events running for, I think, about a day or two each. 26, 27, 27, 28, and then 28 to 29. Yeah. So, should you pull? And which of those three 2x events are the best for Champ Chase? All right, that's the answer we're gonna. Those are the questions we want to answer right now. And of course, if you have decided to pull, we've already talked about this in the fusion plan yesterday. But if you are thinking about doing Vildrax, what you should think about is if you can mitigate the cost. That's what Champ Chase is about. Champ Chase is about mitigating the cost, right? So let's say you decided to pull because you just want Vildrax in your pocket. You don't have AoE Hex in your roster yet, right? One of what I'll be looking at to pull from these three events would be ×2 Ancients. So there's a little bit of a risk whenever you try to time something, right? So you could forget, you could be busy that day, whatever. But if you're talking about absolute bang for your buck, the best time to pull would be 2x Ancients for Champ Chase. That brings your Ancients value from 20 points it does in Summon Rush to somewhere in the, I think, 40 or 60 point range. So in general, in Champ Chase, it's better to pull from Ancient Shards, right? And then in general, for Summon Rush, you'd want to pull Sacreds or Voids. They just have the better bang for their buck. When there's 2x for Voids, it's close enough that you can pull in Champ Chase as well. Void 2x in Champ Chase is just fine. I think there's like a 20 point difference or something on their average pulls. But then you're in the mercy of RNG. You know, so you can RNG higher, you can RNG lower, but it's going to be close enough in value. For Summon Rush versus Sacred Shards, in general, it's not a good idea to pull Sacreds outside of Summon Rush for fusion events, right? Even if there's a 2x on. So in general, you don't really want to pull your Sacreds during Champ Chase for whatever event because you don't get the same value from Summon Rush. That's just it right there. So if I were you people, I wouldn't pull my 2x Sacreds today. I'd wait for Ancients if I am going to pull for Vildrax. If you have a way to mitigate, sure. Go try to get those points. And let's take a look at the points. How much are they asking for? Champ Chase for Vildrax. They want 1650. Okay, that is a little bit steep, to be honest. I was expecting 1500 or lower. But 1650 is a little bit steep. Yeah, it is. So how am I going to be pulling for this guy in particular? Well, I'm not looking to get the top one, that's for sure. So I might actually just go for those 1650. The 1650 fragments. Yeah, top one is a no-go for me. So how am I exactly going to do it? Well, I am most likely going to do something like this. So I'm going to do Vlad and then Dark Kale. So that's 650 plus 250. Is it? I think it's 650, right? For Void Legendaries. Plus 250. So that should bring me up to 900 points. I'm down to 700 from there, and then from there, I'm probably just going to pull Ancients until I make it, or until I pull a epic or two, maybe like 2 epics. Yeah. And then I'm filling up the rest with mystery shards. That's how I'm going to play this. That's a really good way to play it, honestly. And then you just do your champ training from here, from today. I've already done my champ training because I had to do some leveling up for a particular purpose yesterday to finish Hard Doom Tower 120. But yeah, you could do your champ training today until what? So you only have a day to do it. So that's the other thing too. I don't like just having a short amount of time to do anything. But yeah, you could do your champ training today and get some free points from champ training since you're going to be doing campaign runs anyway. That'll feed your champ chase tournament, right? So that'll mitigate some of the points. So yeah, that's how I would play champ chase for Vildrax if I am going for him, right? So, why are we going for him? It's because it's a play for the future. You're thinking that in the future, Hex might be a thing in Raid. That's it. And you don't have one yet, or you just want an epic version of it in your lineup, which is just fine, I think. Yeah, it's just fine. It's actually, this event should be pretty easy to go through. So I think one of the questions I got was, oh, they're just started playing and this might be the first fusion they ever do. I think it's okay. So if you literally just started playing, so you're at the 30, 45 day range, and this is your first ever fusion you've ever done, one, you're most likely, could get through this one, but maybe you won't be able to get through the next fusion, which is just fine because by next year, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to do the next fusion next year. The first fusion of next year, right? So if you just started playing like a month or two ago, and this would be the first fusion you'll ever be able to do, most likely you won't be able to do the Christmas fusion because I'm not sure, but I think the Christmas fusion is going to ask for a lot of shards. Maybe you don't have shards anymore and just came into this advice, and this is the first time you're hearing, oh my God, I shouldn't be pulling all my shards if possible, right? Yeah, that's the thing, right? Diamond had those shards. So, yeah, perfectly fine. You know what my first fusion was ever? Skull Lord Vargal, and that was a weird fusion event where I just had to farm Sewers of Arnok, I think. So just, I think, chapter 2. And I just did it over and over again to get as much Skull Sworns as I can and put them together and make a Skull Lord Vargal. And I got a discount on it too because I had one of the epics that they offered up to try to form Skull Lord Vargal, which is basically the same epic 4 times in a row. Yeah, those were weird times, and those were when fusions were so much harder to do. And that was the easiest fusion we've ever done at that time. So now fragment fusions are here, and I can say with a very straight face that fragment fusions are extremely easy to do in comparison to what they had us do before, right? So if I were you, yeah, and you wanted to go for this, sure. Definitely no consternations from me. There won't be as big an impact on your account as Scholar Vargal was to my account back then at the moment. But as far as a future bet, Skull Vargal paid off for me because I was able to use him to finish Lizardman Faction Crypt, which is two guys at level 60. It wasn't even Skull Vargal. I think I had Dracomorph and Vergumkar, another fusion champ. But definitely the MVP of that group, even with a Dracomorph in it, was Skull Vargal. Because he had that mechanic where he revives Skullsworn over and over again, and the boss in 21 was that single target hitting Faction Crypt boss, Yeah, so I think this is a good time for you to consider doing your first fusion. Why not, right? So you just need to be careful with your energy management, right? Just make sure you have resources and try to diamond hand those shards for next time if you can't pull it off next time. That's it. So we'll see what happens, but I'm pretty sure after this, shortly after this, if this is going to be your first fusion ever, shortly after this, starting next year, you'll be able to do every single fusion from here on. That's it. If you just diamond hand your charts and play progression first style, right, you'll be able to do it. So see y'all next time.